Hello, my name is Seolito Rodriguez. This short presentation is about the title and abstract of scholarly writing. What is the purpose of this presentation? First, I will discuss key elements of an effective title. I will explain how I created the title of my project. I will defend the title and an abstract for my work. And finally, I will suggest asking for advice regarding the title of your work. The title, key components. The title of a scholarly work has to represent the whole. So the reader must have an idea what the entire work is going to be about by just reading the title. The title must attract the interest of busy and distracted scholars. When you look at a title, especially if you are a very busy person, you decide whether it is worth it or not to continue reading. So the title must accomplish this goal. The title must clearly specify the subject of your work. So when you choose a title, it must clearly say to the readers, to the public, what the subject is. They must know exactly what you are going to be writing about. Attracting the right readers will depend on the title too. So obviously, not all work is intended to everybody. When you are writing a scholarly work, you have to keep in mind, or you have to choose, you have to decide who your readers will be. Or in other words, what is the main community for whom you are writing this subject. And again, attracting the right readers is the responsibility of an effective title. Finally, the title should be informative. You need to inform the subject. You need to inform your intention. So all of these are key elements. All of these are responsibility of a good and effective title. I have chosen 3 titles for my subject, and the reasons why I chose these titles. Well, actually, out of these 3 titles, I have chosen one, which is number 1, and it goes Bitcoin, the virtual currency that is revolutionizing the way we pay for goods and services and accumulate wealth. Title 2, Bitcoin, the virtual currency that has the potential to disrupt traditional banking. And 3, can Bitcoin disrupt the world banking system the way we know it? So far, I think that I'm gonna go with number 1. I have asked a couple of friends in the technical community, a couple of colleagues. They gave me some ideas, and actually these are not even the original titles that I originally created. So based on the information, or based on the feedback that I got from those friends, I actually modified these titles. And so far, I think I'm gonna go with number 1. That may change, however. Now, why do I think that these titles are effective? Well, first of all, I believe that they represent the whole. So somebody looking at this title will have information about the entire project, what the project it's gonna be about. At least that's what I hope. Number 2, attract the interest of busy people. I definitely think that these titles attract busy people. Anyone that has a little bit of interest in this subject, that has read about it, looking at this title will go like, at least I know I would, and I'm hoping that many people would also. 3, specify the subject of my work. Well, I think that any of these titles clearly specify the subject of my work, which obviously is Bitcoin. 4, they attract the right readers. This subject is not intended for everybody. Obviously, this is more for the technical community, people that, but at the same time, it may attract people that are not technical, people that are in the financial sector, or people that are in the legal community. And again, so those are the readers. That is the audience that I'm trying to attract with this work. And finally, I believe that either of this title is informative. So those are the reasons why I think they are effective, and that's how I got to come up with this 3 titles. And again, so far I think I'm gonna go with number 1. The abstract, key elements. The abstract has to attract the right audience, similar to the title, but the abstract contains more content. The abstract must develop their interest in reading the work in its entirety. In other words, once the title has done its job and attracted, the right people, it is now the role of the abstract to basically develop interest in continue reading the entire work. The abstract must provide further information about the main subject. The abstract must clearly indicate the contribution of the paper in more detail than the title. The abstract must provide information about the type of contribution. And finally, the abstract is a summary of your contribution. It must summarize the entire content of the work. Keywords, main points. When writing a scholarly work, it is important to think about keywords before writing an abstract. You should identify 3 to 5 keywords, and basically you use these keywords to help you focus attention on the major subjects of your work. My keywords are a Bitcoin, virtual currency, distributed network, legality, and volatility. So those are the focus of my project, and whether I put these words or not explicitly in my project, I will keep these words in mind as I write my abstract. Okay, as I promised at the beginning, this was a short presentation, and this is the conclusion. So what did we cover? Well, first I discussed elements of an effective title and abstract. I talked about the importance of keywords when you are writing your abstract. I explained how I chose my title. I gave examples of effective titles and abstracts. Well, actually, I give examples what you should do to get an effective abstract, even though I didn't write an example of that. And finally, I provided a list of words that I will use in my work. Thank you for watching this presentation. I hope that you have enjoyed it.